Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Cooking Nurse once again, and in today's video we are going to be making perfect meatballs. So here is the recipe and these are the ingredients that we are going to be using. In this medium-sized bowl I have about 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour that I'm going to be using to coat my meatballs. Then in this one I have grated 2 cloves of ginger and 2 cloves of garlic and ginger. I have here flour that I'm going to be putting in my meat, as you're going to see. I have a mixture of salt and pepper here. This is black pepper and salt. Then I have 1 large egg and half a cup of water. We are not going to use all of this. So yeah, we just want the perfect texture. And right here, I have my 3 slices of bread that are going to be working as crumbs. But if you have already made crumbs or you can make crumbs at home, please do that. However, this is also the same. And then of course we have our minced meat. This one I got ready like it was made immediately in the market, so yeah, that's why it's looking so fresh. But if you buy from the supermarket, you can always wait for it to defrost and you have it ready. We also have a large bowl where we're going to be mixing everything from, and a spatula to help us put things together. So we're going to start with cutting the bread. So we're going to cut the bread and remove the hard parts. We'll be cutting this bread into small cubes that are easy and manageable to work with. Then we'll put this bread into our bowl where everything else is going to be put and mixed up together. So as this bread is soaking up and taking up some of this water, please, if you're new here, this is my first video you're watching, please remember to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You know, I always appreciate you being here. So now, as you can see, my bread has really soaked up and it's so soft, and now is the time to add in my other ingredients. So I'll just open the meat into the bowl, and then I'll first mix these ones up together, the bread and the meat. This is going to help to give this some texture so the meat is not falling apart here and there. Everything we're going to be doing right now is just keeping the meat together and giving it more texture. So I'm just going to go in with my all-purpose flour. This is wheat flour, so I just go in with that amount. However, you can just put in according to how much your meat is doing. Like if you see it's loose, add in some little bit of the flour to hold it together. I'll add in my salt and pepper and then put in my 1 egg. The salt and pepper depends on how much salt you take. If you're not a salt person, then you can just put in a little bit of salt. Now I'm going to mix everything together here, and it just does well when you use your hands. So if you don't mind, you can put on the gloves, or you can just use your hands and mix up this whole together. Now, as you can see, that is the texture we have, and it's no longer as sticky as it was in the beginning. So now I'm just going to chop my fresh coriander leaves and then add them in there for a punch of some freshness. Okay, I didn't want to put it in earlier because I didn't want to overwork it. Yeah, so now I'm just going to go in ahead again and mix the dhania or coriander leaves into my meat. Guys, don't mind my baby bump. So yeah, I'll be using this ice cream scoop so that I have almost the same size meatballs, and it's also it has a trigger release, so you just have to put there and then push and it's released. It's much easier that way, but you can use your hands, you can use another spoon if you do not have that. Then to roll the balls up together, or to make a smooth ball, you will need to have some wet hands. So I just touched in the remaining water in the cup and then rolled my balls. Now I'm going to put them into my flour like I told you before. This is going to help them stay together, stay intact, so they are not damaged, and this also helps them stay longer in case someone wants to make meatballs for future use. And I am going to go on ahead and put them on fire So I have my pot heated with some cooking oil, vegetable oil, and then I put my meatballs, and I'm just going to keep on turning until they're the right golden brown. Be gentle with them, because if you really rush them, they may break in the process if they were not mixed so well. But now with the way I mixed mine, if you follow the same steps, you may have firm meatballs. So like this, these are ready now. You can actually serve them now and have them, because they were cooked on slow heat for quite some time, so they are really cooked inside. And this is how they look like. You can keep them at this stage, you can serve them at this stage. They have a shelf life of about 4 days in the fridge and about 2 months in the freezer if you keep them in an airtight bag. So we're going to be making stew today, and just like any other, we just start with a few onions in the same oil that we removed the meatballs. Put in some vegetables for some crunch and texture. So I just added in carrots, green capsicum, and fresh French beans. Now I add in some little salt, because remember the meatballs already have salt, and some of the other spices I'm going to be using also have salt. So I don't want to put in a lot of salt, so that I am able to balance it. I'll add in my chopped tomatoes. You can grate your tomatoes, you can blend them or make a puree, but I just want mine to be felt. You get, because I mean the meatballs are just meatballs, they are balls. They are not everywhere that I'm going to be feeling it everywhere. So I wanted the sauce to have some texture. So I added in my soy sauce, I added in my royco cubes, put in some paprika powder, and then put in curry powder. Now I'm mixing this up together. I'll put in very little water and then cover it until the tomatoes are soft enough, and this is going to take about 5 minutes. So now, as you can see, I already added in some little water, and then now I'm putting in my meatballs. It's time to mix them up together, and it looks like the food is almost ready. So yeah, like I said, you just have to be gentle. You cannot assume that they will not just break through. So this is how it's looking right now, and we are almost done with this recipe right now. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make this and let me know how it turns out in the comment section. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed up to now, please subscribe, share the video with your friends, and I hope to see you soon, because now I am fully back. Thank you so much. Bye.